Will I treat you good? Hey, it's Jared, Rockerazzi.com. We are live at 6 Cent Studios with Chevelle. What's up, you guys?
Hey, how you doing, man?
Pete, Dean, and Sam of Chevelle. Dude, welcome to LA.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It's good to be here.
It's good to be here and have the #1 song. That's not too bad.
It's lovely.
Not bad.
Face to the floor.
We like to do that every record if we can.
Let's do it. Let's revisit
We'll keep
next
trying.
record. Let's do it.
Okay.
Face to the floor, you guys. I know you've spent most of the day talking about this exact same song, but let's pretend like this is totally fresh and we're having a cool time right now.
Will do.
All right, cool. So Face to the Floor, the #1 track. It's a head bobber. People that have never heard Chevelle before are digging this song,
Yeah.
right? What do you make of that?
I think it's just a simple rock tune that, you know, people get right away. I mean, actually the topic of what it's about is more difficult to understand than
Is there a
just
Madoff
the vibe
connection?
of the song.
Is it a Bernie Madoff?
Yeah, it's
It is,
about
okay.
his Ponzi scheme and all
Right.
that. And it's kind of a war cry for those people who got sort of raked over the coals and all that. But
But I have an older brother who I'm very close to. Do you think that there's something that gets impacted in terms of the writing and the emotional levels of your music that comes from sharing these experiences with your brother, whether it's the writing process or being on a plane or on a plane now, but maybe in a bus before? I mean, can you speak about that at all? Does that make any sense?
yeah, I know what you mean. Actually, it happens a lot. Sometimes Dean will be like, "How did you guys land?" Like, we'll end a song on the same, you know, hit, and he'll be like, "I wasn't."
It's like, how am I supposed to follow this, man?
And just from years of playing together, you know,
Yeah, they'll end on 3.
Right? You're like, what?
it just
I
feels
know
right.
it was 3.
And we were both on the same plane, so maybe there is something to it,
Right.
you know.
But for the most part, you know, we've been working together, the three of us, so long that I think, you know, you wouldn't be able to tell anything different than that. But it is
Yeah.
funny when he looks at it, he's like, "How did you guys do that?"
Right.
It's just, I don't know, maybe you can just read each other a little bit
Who's the messier of the brothers?
messier. That's a good question.
I think we all have our moments.
Oh man, I'm not a tidy person on the bus. I'm not even
On the
close.
bus?
I'm just thinking.
I sleep in a rug.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
We're actually, all three of us are very clean people.
yeah. You know, that was funny. One time, Dean needed a blanket. He didn't want to use the bus blanket. He came back with this rug. He thought it was a blanket, and the thing sheds everywhere. And he's like,
It's like
"Screw
this
it, I'm
thick.
using it." So now it's his staple.
Beautiful.
It's literally a rug, but it's so warm.
Scratchy rug.
I love it. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's winter, and so
And it's always
winter.
It's always winter.
winter in a bus.
Yeah, got to keep it cold so the bacteria doesn't grow.
you guys are from Chicago.
Yeah.
Now, Chicago's produced a number of very influential rock bands, and I don't even need to go down that list. But I think more importantly, it's produced Deep Dish Pizza,
Oh,
Yeah.
gosh.
right? And so
That's a great band.
that is, I'm sure there's probably a Deep
Few
Dish
hits
Pizza.
there.
Right. Chicago versus New York pizza. Can you
Oh,
go?
Oh man,
we can
I
go
got
there.
shit thrown at me in New York. I was playing the Hammerstein Ballroom, and somebody had talked about pizza, and then I was trash talking. It was years ago, 11 years ago.
Pete didn't
probably.
realize that that's, you know.
No, I did. I just
Bone
didn't
of
care. I
contention.
was had a big head or something. I was going there, and I was hit with batteries, change, someone's purse.
Yeah.
Throwing lit joints at me, which is usually good, but these were flaming. And I was like, "Oh, I'm never." Yeah, that's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I just watched a Man versus Food episode the other
Yeah.
day, and they had the I think it was Man versus Food, I'm not sure, but they had a Chicago pizza competition. Who has the best pizza deep dish in Chicago? It was Pizzeria Uno versus Lou.
Lou
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know who won that?
Yeah. Who did that?
Malnati's.
No,
Really?
Clean sweep.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, anyway,
These guys put extra sauce on all their pizza, so I think you guys have your own spin on it.
Yeah, we do. We have a
Yeah.
Chicago style.
Yeah. We're
Extra.
We go thin crust now, you know. Keep it light.
Sauce.
I gotcha.
A little carb, you know.
I hear you.
Sadly, sucks, but
Hey, so big plans for 2012, right? There's
Yeah.
going to be a huge tour. You guys are playing all sorts of festivals.
Yeah.
Tell our audience a little bit about if they're in various cities, where can they catch you?
We're actually booking it right now. We have some shows now that go through December 17th, but we're booking starting February 24th. We're going to go out with Middle Class Rut and Janice and do a headline tour for about 3 or 4 weeks, take 10 days off, go out for another 10 weeks. So we're trying to get everything booked and on sale before the 16th of December.
Okay, cool.
So so as far as cities go, I don't have I don't have routing yet. But
Okay, well, we'll make sure we update all our fans. And then Christmas, of course, is coming up,
Yeah.
right? Are you guys regifters?
Oh,
I'll
yeah.
regift. Yeah.
Yeah.
I find no problem with that whatsoever.
The candles that stunk that you wouldn't burn in your
Yeah.
we've done it. You regifted my dad's hammer to him one year.
I actually
Into his
took his
truck.
hammer.
Took his hammer, wrapped it up, and
Yeah.
gave it.
It's fantastic.
Yeah, it was
He
great.
was surprised when he got it.
He was like, I was looking for this.
I
I'm like,
love this.
It was in the front seat of your truck, man.
And then he sort of held it and marveled on it because it's beat up. It's 30 years old. He was like, "Look at this hammer."
Nice hammer.
Hey, a couple more questions and let you guys off the hook. Was there a concert for you guys growing up that was kind of pivotal in your adolescence that you're like, you know what, this is why I need to play rock music?
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys
Yeah.
all shaking your head.
I mean, there's a few concerts, but the first one for me, I was 14 and I went to a place at the time. It was the Cabaret Metro. It's the Metro now, in Chicago, across from Wrigley Field. And I was a big Minuteman fan, and
Fire hose.
yeah, and so I went and I saw a Fire Hose show. Was there? It was during Fly in the Flannel, and to see Mike Watt playing,
Yeah.
who's now such a famous guy for having been involved in so many things. And but I went and watched that show that night, and it just it was it was like, wow, I really like to be able to play music and be inspired. That was a huge one for me.
Mm-hmm.
How about you?
I have a lot of shows
Me too.
that come to mind. I saw Silverchair, their first United States show, at the same venue actually, and he was barefoot and slipping around in his own spit, and it was nasty, and I never forgot it. But they sounded amazing. They had that huge hit at the time. But what's that?
Frog Stomp, I think, or something.
Oh yeah,
Tomorrow, I think, was the song, right? Tomorrow.
Yeah, maybe. And but they were a 3-piece.
Yeah.
So that really.
I know you probably have one, but we all three, two of us together and him separate, all saw Alice in Chains play.
Cool.
And when I don't know what year that would have been, but that was a
I believe
big
that
deal.
was the Riv
Yeah.
on the Dirt tour.
And I don't think we knew each other then.
We were all there that night, but we didn't.
Huh.
How
I
about you?
don't think we knew Dean at the time.
My uncle. See, I have two older brothers, and they're respectively 11 and 14 years older than me. So I grew up. They took me to like Rush concerts. They took me to Boston. Some great concerts, and I kind of cut my teeth on that stuff when I was little, and just how big the show was and everything.
Yeah.
It was like,
And you started young. You were playing drums
yeah.
like professionally when you were, what, like 15? In bars and stuff like that?
Yeah.
Who was that? What was that band?
Oh, Dick Holiday.
Dick Holiday.
It's a Chicago band. I was their tech first, and that's an old like Chicago band, like kind of the equivalent of a Huey Lewis and the News kind of thing.
Okay.
But they were phenomenal musicians. I learned tons from them. But yeah, my brother used to have a kit. It was almost like Step Brothers, where he says, "Don't touch my drum kit."
Right.
And I would sneak in there, steal the key, play his drums when I was like 6.
Yeah.
So I was lucky to have that stuff around for sure.
Mm-hmm.
It's interesting, right? Because I can see it in your eyes a little bit, reminiscing about kind of where you've been and, talking about old concerts and things. And, we're moving into a new year. And it's kind of nice to kind of reflect a little bit upon, you guys have a new record out. And, for what it's worth, congratulations you guys are making art that people love. You're doing, obviously, what you love to do. You're all brothers of some sort,
Right,
together.
yeah.
So there's a lot of things to be thankful for.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and we love the record. My wife digs we got a babysitter because she had to come today
Awesome.
and film this.
Nice.
So we're all Chevelle fans. So
Cheers.
yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you
man.
for that. And the thing is, it may seem like it's not that big of a deal to us, but it's a huge deal. It's just because we've been talking about it for a few days straight.
Sure.
That it sort of starts to get a little bit muted. But to have people totally get what you do as an artist, that's amazing. You can't buy that.
Last question for you guys. Legacy. Do you guys think about that at all? What that word means to you? How you want your body of work to be remembered? Does that come into your daily mindset at all?
Absolutely. Yeah. I think we'd probably all agree we just want to keep growing and trying, new sounds. Chevelle will probably always be a rock band, but that doesn't mean you can't experiment and take it as far as you can. Whether that means like I have grand ideas of getting more industrial with this band. So
Your bandmates just looked at each other and were like,
Well, that's because we've been talking about it.
We're down for that.
All of us are thinking about
Cool.
all these things that we can that we can
and
do.
it doesn't have to be heavy industrial. It could be more vibe, but we're open. So hopefully, when you look at the collection of material that we've put out, it's like they're all growing each record.
Yeah. And in 74 songs that we published at this point, hopefully none of them sound the same.
right.
But they all sound like us, so.
Exactly, which
Yeah.
is what I say.
Yeah.
When it comes on, that's Chevelle.
Yeah.
And there's a lot to be said for that. Cool. All right, cool. So I won't take any more of your time up. All right, JaredRockerazzi.com, Chevelle, ladies and gentlemen. These guys have an amazing new record. They have the #1 song in North America, as Kyle cleverly pointed out. And the record's called Hats Off to the Bull. The single's called Face to the Floor. It's about Bernie Madoff. So if you really got taken by this guy, then you're going to love this track.
That's
Right.
Right.
If you're Kevin Bacon, go check it out.
If you're Kevin, or if you know Kevin Bacon, check this out. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks, you guys. Appreciate it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
for
thanks,
having
man.
us.
Sure.
Will I treat you good?